In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is our English class, and today we will continue our chapter number 5. We studied it in the last lecture. I told you about the use of to before the verb. Remember? Then we did this exercise, and the next page, this exercise, I told you how to write the direct speech into the indirect. How I hope you all wrote this exercise in your notebook, this one and exercise 5, with the positive sentences and with the negative sentences where you use not to. Okay, then we did this exercise. Here I told you that when the word let, must, would, could, and made in the sentences, then we will not write to. Other Here we, in other sentences, with wants, with wanted, we write here to. Must keep this in your mind. Then we will continue this chapter. Our next page, number 24, is about the simple story, the football match. This story is about the two friends. Let's read it. Every Saturday, Mr. Ali and Mr. Shah like to watch. Keep these words in your mind while reading. To watch a football match. Mr. Ali always remembers. Look, recall in your mind when I explained in English B about the verbs, what I told you with the singular noun. When we talk about the routine work or some facts, what we do, we put S with the verb. Always mean it's a routine word that every Saturday remembers. So that's why they use here S. To take his umbrella. But Mr. Shah sometimes forgets. Again S, because Mr. Shah is a one person, one singular noun. So we put here forgets. To take his umbrella. Last Saturday, now from here, be careful while reading. The story is about the last Saturday. It means the time which has been gone. When we were studying the verb in English B in our grammar book, I told you that verb is not only the doing word. It's not only tells us about an action, but it also tells us about the time of that action. Remember, I told you this. Time of that action means, suppose here they are using with the S verbs. With S means it's a routine work, it's a fact, it's a habit of someone. So we use first form of the verb with S. But when we talk about the time which has been gone, the past, when we talk about the past, so we use the second form of the verb. What is the second form of the verb? At the end of this lecture, I will tell you. Then you have to learn these form of the verbs. Okay? For now, let's read it and look. Watch this. Here is the word went. This is the second form of the word go. Because we talk about the last Saturday, so we use here the past tense. Went. They went to the city to watch a football match. Mr. Ali remembered. Look here, they use ed. Now here, S with the present tense. Now this is the past tense. Recall the lecture of English B, your grammar lecture, where we put ed for the past tense. Remembered to take his umbrella, but Mr. Shah forgot. This is the past tense of forget. Here forgets, then here we use forgot because of the time of this verb. This time is the past. Forgot to take his umbrella. The match began. This is began, not the word begin. Begin is the first form. We use begin for the present tense, and this is began for the past tense. At 3 o'clock. It began to rain at 3:30. Mr. Ali tried, not try, not tries, tried to help Mr. Shah, but with the word to help, first form, with to, first form of the word, to help Mr. Shah. He tried to hold his umbrella over Mr. Shah, but Mr. Shah was very wet. Mr. Shah was. You must go home, said Mr. Ali. Look now, this is the direct speech. Said Mr. Ali, you must go home, inverted commas. Okay, children, this is a simple story about the two friends, Mr. Ali and Mr. Shah. Now the question answers. Keep in your mind this story and all these answers we will take from this story. Let's come to the question answers. You must write this question answer in your notebook. This is your classwork. What do Mr. Ali and Mr. Shah like to do? They like to watch a football match. Remember the story? They like to watch a football match. Who always remembers to take his umbrella? Always remembers. It's asking about the always, about the routine. Remembers. So who? Mr. Ali always remembers to take his umbrella. Who sometimes forgets to take his umbrella? Mr. Shah sometimes forgets to take his umbrella. Question number D. Where did they go last Saturday? Where did they go last Saturday? Question D. Answer is here. Last Saturday, they went to the city to watch a football match. Now the question number E, who remembered? Now they are asking about the last Saturday. Last Saturday, they went to watch a football match. Now on that day, who remembered about the past tense now to take his umbrella? Mr. Ali remembered to take his umbrella. Okay, now question F. Who forgot the past? His umbrella? Mr. Shah forgot to take his umbrella. The answers are very easy. When did the match begin? Here they are asking begin because they use here the word did. Did means they are asking about the past tense, about the time of the match on last Saturday. When did the match begin? But in the answer, because you will not use the word did, so we change into the past tense, into the second form. Look here, the match begin. Understand? Begin, change into the second form of the verb, begin, at 3 o'clock. Okay. Again in question number H, when did it begin to rain? It began to rain at 3:30. What did Mr. Ali try to do? Here we are using did. So the word is here try, but in the answer, we will write tried, second form, past tense. Mr. Ali tried to help Mr. Shah. Who went home? Mr. Shah went home. Nothing is changed in this. At the place of who, just put the name of the person. Who went home? Mr. Shah went home. These are the question answers. This is your classwork. So you write in your notebooks. Okay. Now what we have on this page, we have the read aloud and spell. Exercise 8, read aloud. These are the words you have to read, then write, and then learn these spellings. A horse, an animal, horse. Storm, when there is a raining with a thunder and lightning, then we say storm. AM, when the time is in the AM, it's a morning, morning. Quarter, 1/4 means a quarter. Pouring, to put something out of cup or a kettle, we say pouring. Or short story, again morning. Forget, door, water. Read these words again, then write in your notebook and then learn for the dictation. Very easy words and you will learn these spellings easily. Okay, this is our chapter 5. It's finished here. Now we will move to the word book. This is your word book, page number 12. What they are asking, write 12 sentences. Remember these exercises, what we did in the previous lecture. The word here, simple word wanted, helped. Here, made and let. What I told you, when there are the words in the sentence made and let, then you will not write to. So these words go with the sentence. Okay, how we make 12 sentences? Just look here. In every sentence, we must write Mr. John and Omar. How we start? First, we take this word wanted. There are 3 half sentences and there is 2. So first we take wanted. Mr. Jan wanted Omar to carry the books. Look here, Mr. Jan wanted Omar to carry the books. Again, we will go with the same word. Mr. Jan wanted Omar to finish the work. Like this. Then third time, Mr. Jan wanted Umar to clean the blackboard. Okay, it's just for your easiness that how we make 12 sentences. With one word, 3 complete sentence. Then again with the word helped, you write this 3. Mr. Jan helped Umar to carry the books from the 4. Then 4, 5, 6. Mr. Jan helped Umar to finish the work. Mr. Jan helped Umar to clean the blackboard. Then we use the word made. Then what to do? Mr. Jan made Umar carry the books. Now these rest of the sentence with the word to, we will not make with this word made and let. So we go with these. Mr. Jan made Umar finish the work without to. Mr. Jan made Umar clean the blackboard. Then Mr. Jan let Umar carry the books. Mr. Jan let Umar finish the work. Mr. Jan let Umar clean the blackboard. Like this, you can make 12 sentences. This is your homework. Now move to the next page of your workbook. This is workbook, page number 13. The same exercise as we did in our book in the last lecture. I told you there are 2 exercises with a positive sentence and the negative sentence. Look at the examples. Mr. Ali said, stand up, Maruf. This is the direct speech. Then we change into simple sentence indirect. Miss Ali told Maruf to stand up. Remember this? You did it in your last class in your notebooks. Miss Ali told Maruf to stand up. Now Mr. Shah said, don't talk Uzma. Now the word don't change into not to. So Mr. Shah told Uzma not to talk. Now you have these 4 sentences, how you Change them. Look. Miss Jan said, sit down, Zeb. Miss Jan told Zeb to sit down. Mr. Jan said, don't talk, Zia. Mr. Jan told Zia not to talk because don't. Usma said, carry the books, Maruf. Uzma told Maruf to carry the books. Peter said, don't shout, Uzma. Peter told Uzma not to shout. Okay, do this also in your workbook, page number 13. Now we have the next exercise about the use of to, as in the book, English A book, we did this exercise also, where to put to and where we should not put to. He wanted. With word wanted, you must write to help. He wanted to help his father. Zohra liked, again the word here liked, no let, no made, no could, no should, no would. So to help. Zohra liked to help her mother. Teacher told them. Simple word told them. So to open their books. The teacher let them. Now here is the word let in the sentence. So no to go. Only go. The teacher let them go home. Mrs. Jan made Umar. Now the word made. So no to. Simple, only clean. To, no. Mrs. Jan made Umar clean his shoes. Usma tried, now again, no made, no let, so to carry the chair. Mr. Jan told them to stop. Miss Shah made them, again the word made, do the work again. Okay, do this in your workbook page. No need to write this in the notebooks, just in the workbook. Complete these 2 pages. This one is your homework and this page is your homework. Just in the workbook, not in the book. Now I will tell you about the form of the verb. This is your book, page number 99. As I told you about the verb, form of the verb in grammar lecture in your English B, what I told you, what is the verb? Verb is a doing word. And verb not only tells us about an action, but it also tells us about the time of that action. So when the time is the present, means today, or if we say something about the routine work, then we use this form. It is simple present. We say this is simple present. Look, the word begin. You saw this word in that story of a football match. So what is the simple past? When we talk about the past tense, then we use begin. And the third, what is the third form? Begin. This is present perfect. When in the sentence, when we are writing sentence or we are talking something and we use have or has, I have. So then we use these form of the word. I have begun. I have bent the ruler. You will not say I have bent or I have bent and bent. This is same. When you use the word have or you with he or she, you say has. She has begun. Understand? This is for the present, for routine works or for the facts or some habits. When you talk about some habits, use this form. When about the past tense, the things, the time which has been gone, the past, about the yesterday. Look, when you say yesterday or last Saturday, last year, last week, last month, means the time has gone. So you use this. I was in class 2, but now I am in class 3. Was means It was the previous year when you were in class 2. I was in class 2. I am about the present. Now you are in class 3. Okay? And here been means I have been studying in this school since 3 years or 4 years. Okay? Then you have to must write on the weekend. Do this homework on the weekend. You have to write same like this. Make columns, 3 columns in your notebook. Simple present, simple past, present perfect. Then am, was, been. Same like your book. Make on one page of your notebook, make 3 columns. Draw a line, one here and one here. Then it becomes 3 columns. And then write like this. Am, was, been, begin, began, begun, bent, 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 bite, bit, bitten, blow, blew, blown. You have to learn these with the spellings. Then inshallah we'll take you a test that you will have these words in your paper and you have to write this and this. These two for the answers. Okay, children, understand? We use simple present, these words, when we talk about the present tense, about the everyday. Every day I come to school. Yesterday I came to school. Okay, good. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the class and wish you a good luck.